Hutton Show, starring Betty Hutton. As Goldie. Brought to you by Post.
And, Your Honor, this young, refined girl, having invested all her time, her energy, and her capital in the creation of a legitimate business enterprise, now finds herself faced with bankruptcy. Your Honor, all this innocent child asks for is a little time to settle the demands of her creditors. All she pleads for is a chance to save the only thing left in the world for her, the Jungle nightclub.
Court will grant a 6 months extension.
Thank you.
Is it over? I mean, did we win, sir?
Yes, it's all over. You've got 6 months to raise the money.
Oh, you great big
Still, please.
Now, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Come on, step right up, step right up. Well, kid, how did it go? Win, place, or show?
Well, it was beautiful. We won. We've got 6 months to raise the money.
6 months to raise the money. Now, I'll tell you what. What?
We won.
Well, it's a good thing for us there ain't no justice. It just goes to prove my theory. There's nothing like a shrewd shyster.
Oh, Mr. Seaton is no shyster. He's a gentleman. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, it's some kook who won't come in and buy any of my cotton-picking dolls.
Why, he's the lawyer for some of the richest families in New York. Why, he only took my case because, as you know, he understands shoe people.
Are you kidding? Nobody understands show people.
Oh, Mr. Seaton does. He understands everything about everything. Oh, Al, I wish you could have seen him in the court, the way he talked to the judge. But he was so extinguished.
Doll, won't you ever learn? That's like being bumped off. No, the word is distinguished.
There you go again, always throwing around your grammar school education. Why, I'll make you a bet. Mr. Seaton even finished high school.
High school? Baby, don't you understand? These guys, they gotta go through college just to get to the bar.
Well, that's a funny one. Oh, Al, I wish you could have seen him. I mean, the way he talked to me. He said the nicest things to me. Why, he called me an innocent child.
Now, who would have ever thought of that? You know something, Don? It sounds to me like this Mr. Seaton is getting a bad case of Beverly-itis. Baby, Don, that gives me something of an idea.
Al.
No. If this thing works out, we could very well end our financial dilemma.
No, you don't. Not this time, Al. Why, Mr. Seaton did us a great big favor.
Well, that's right, Beverly. And it is also right that we should do him a big favor.
What do you mean, do him a big favor?
What, like he said, you're an innocent child, and we got to protect an innocent child. What I'm trying to discuss is security, like stocks and bonds. Now, Mr. Seaton is loaded with them, and he has a great affection and respect for them. So, we shake him from some of that green, and we got the loot to keep the club open.
But what makes you so sure he goes for me?
Well, he's a male, ain't he?
Here, the papers you wanted, Mr. Seaton.
Oh, good. That's fine. Thank you, Goldie.
Look, Mr. Seaton. Aren't they beautiful? They just arrived.
Oh, yes, very lovely. From your gentleman friend, I suppose.
Oh, no, Mr. Seaton. They're not for me. They're for you.
For me?
Yes, there's a card here. Go on. Take the card. read it.
That's rather strange. I've never received roses before.
Yes, it is. Rather unusual. Well, go on, read the card.
Dear Dollface, one for every hour since I saw you. How about dinner tonight, love? Beverly.
Now, that's what I call a switch. You know something, Mr. Seaton? There must be a side to you that I know nothing about.
Oh, no, Goldie. It's nothing like that, I assure you. It's just an ex-showgirl I defended in court, and I suppose she's just trying to show her appreciation.
Look, Mr. Seaton, I'm an ex-showgirl, remember? Now, when they send roses, they are showing something besides appreciation.
But, Goldie, I assure you, it's nothing like that.
Look, Mr. Seaton, you may be a very smart lawyer, but you got a lot to learn about showgirls.
That's true. I don't know much about showgirls. After all, you're the only one I've ever known. But I do know this. A girl only 21, attractive, couldn't possibly be interested in a rather old man like me.
Wait a minute, hold the phone. I know lots of showgirls, and they're always interested in older men. Don't sell yourself short. After all, you're tall, attractive, and very rich. Well, bye.
Hi, Mr. Seaton, sweetie. Mr. Seaton, sweetie. Guess what I've got for you?
What have you got for me?
You see?
Oh, I told you, Miss Bell, wouldn't be Nicky.
But, Mr. Seaton, like I always say, there can't be a debt between friends, and I want to be your friend, your very dear, dear friend.
Miss Bell, would you please take a chair?
But, honey, I came to give you your money. Oh. After all, Mr. Seaton, don't play so hard to get. You can't be oblivious to my obvious attributes.
No, I mean...
Fight it. It's bigger than both of us.
Bell, please stop. I'm getting dizzy.
Oh, let me give you some artificial respiration. So much
Bell,
oh.
if you don't mind.
But, Mr. Seaton, I want to give you something. When is your birthday? Do you remember?
Not if I can help it.
What's wrong with you? Are you a Boy Scout leader? Or maybe you're married.
Married? Oh, no. Yes, that's it. I'm married. I'm married. Very happily married.
Married? After all those beautiful things you said about me today in court?
But I meant them, my dear. I meant them. With being a happily married man and with the children. I'm sorry, but if ever you get into trouble again, feel free to call on me.
All right, Mr. Seaton. Bye. Oh, what am I going to tell Al? You know something, Mr. Seaton, sweetie? You must be nearsighted.
Hello?
Oh, hi, Mr. Seaton.
Oh, hello, Goldie.
I just had to call you. I had a big fight with Nicky over borrowing on his allowance. Yeah, I got absolutely nowhere, so I made up my mind to let him go on his own. Work out his own problems. Do you think I did the right thing?
You certainly did. Because something happened here a few moments ago that proves that very point.
Really? What?
Oh, a certain Miss Beverly Bell walked in here and said that she couldn't live another moment without me.
Cuckoo. Tell me more.
She gave me a pretty rough time. She tried just about every trick in the book.
I can imagine. How many laps?
Very funny, Goldie, very funny. No matter, Goldie, I got rid of her. I did it all by myself. I didn't involve anyone else in my problem.
This I gotta hear. What did you do?
Oh, quite simple. I told her I was married.
You told Beverly Bell you were married? You know something, Mr. Seaton? You are out of your mind. Do you think now that you'll never see her again?
Of course. I'm rid of her for good.
Mr. Seaton, sweetie, if you're such a happily married man, how come you got a button missing from your jacket?
Beverly.
Mr. Seaton. Mr. Seaton?
Yes?
Who was that?
Oh, nobody, Goldie. Just another client of mine.
Cuckoo. Maybe this time you'll get camellias.
Why?
Mr. Seaton, sweetie, having dinner on Saturday night, all alone? Uh-oh, another button missing, and you told me you were married. Mr. Seaton, I love you, and I'm young. Please don't do this to me.
I'm not doing anything to you. I can't. It's against the law. I am married. I'm married. I'm married.
Hi, Mr. Seaton, sweetie.
Oh, no, not again.
Where do you keep your wife, Mr. Seaton? In a closet? Or maybe you don't have one.
No, go away.
And miss the second act?
Look, Beverly, I can't stand this much longer.
Neither can I. Give in.
Hey, keep it quiet down there. I paid $15 to see the show. And what do I get? John's other wife.
I told you I'm a happily married man. Happy, happy, happy. Something.
Don't you worry, I will. There's got to be a way out.
I assure you there is, but you get life for it.
Oh! Now, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You told her you're married, right?
I'm sure I mentioned it several times, but she just doesn't believe me.
Then we've got to find a way to make her believe it.
That's like trying to move a mountain.
Now, look, Mr. Seaton. She might have a pretty good build, but she ain't no mountain. Wait a minute. I got it. It's so simple, it's perfect. Call Beverly. Invite her over tomorrow night to your apartment at 8 o'clock. What a plan.
Pat, listen to me good. Seaton's life may depend on it. Round up Nicky and Roy and meet me at Mr. Seaton's apartment. I'll tell you the scene then. And boy, you kids better play your parts to the hilt. I'm depending on you.
Don't worry, Goldie. For you or Mr. Seaton, we'd do anything in the whole world. And besides, you know, since you came into our lives, the whole world's a stage, and we're just 3 big hams. Okay, Goldie.
Come, dancer, come, prancer.
Keep playing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first New York showing of these dolls, straight from our atomic laboratories at Cape Cod.
Oh, Goldie, this is going to be fun.
Wait till he sees us.
Oh, pardon me, I've come to the wrong apartment. Goldie, Pat. Goldie. What have you done to my apartment?
Now, look, Mr. Seaton, you came to me for help, and help you're going to get. All you gotta do is follow my instructions.
Here, Peter, time for your smoking jacket.
Well, darling, it's an English home, you know. There you are, by Jove. Sit down. Now, look, here's how it goes.
No, Goldie, it won't work. She'll never believe it.
Are you kidding? If I know showgirls, she will fall for it hook, line, and sinker. Pat, take your position and start the scene.
What have you made up for?
Darling, I'm off to Fox and Hampshire. My love, what beautiful tunes. Thank you. Welcome.
Goldie.
Come, Prancer. Keep playing.
Goldie, my rugs.
Don't worry, they're house trained. Now look, here's your paper. If you want to get out of trouble, play the scene. Get up.
Yes? Pardon me. I'm Beverly Bell. Is Mr. Seaton, sweetie, here?
Mrs. Sweetie? Oh, what a marvelous sense of humor you have, darling. You must mean my husband. Won't you come in there? Howard, there's someone here to see you.
Oh, yes, of course, Miss Bell. How nice to see you. The client I told you about, my dear.
Oh, of course, Howard. You mean the showgirl.
I'm not actually a showgirl. I'm a dancer.
Oh, a dancer. Isn't that marvelous? Tell me, have you ever danced in Swan Lake?
No, ma'am, I don't think so, but Al took me there once to ice skate.
What a foot, Howard, what a foot, what a foot. You know, I can't wait for the children to meet her. Imagine the aspect of meeting a showgirl. I mean, a dancer.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mater, dear. Mater, dear, Pater. You should have been there. I really gave Vanderbilt a run for the money, if you'll pardon the expression. Just as I was about to hit the ball.
Nicholas, I must speak to you for a moment, darling.
You mean Seaton is walking away from that? He's running away.
You will pardon me, my darling. I mean, Nicholas is so excited meeting a showgirl, you know.
Oh, Mater, darling, don't you just adore my harp? Oh, it's such a bargain, and I stole it at practically $3,500.
Patricia, this is Miss Beverly Bell.
Oh, I'm so pleased. Now, wait.
Patricia, dear, come right over.
You mean to tell me Mr. Seaton doesn't take that? He must be out of his mind.
Maybe he's older than you think.
Nobody's that old.
Would you please take the dogs back to the kennels, please?
Can't we stay and watch?
Let's go on. We haven't finished the scene. Go on.
I'm beginning to think I've got the wrong part.
My dear, would you care for a martini before dinner?
I love one.
Good, come right over here.
Hello, Mose. Hello, Dad. Hi. Wow, what a bill.
Miss Bell is our youngest, Master Roy. All right, children, time to wash up for dinner.
Oh, aren't they darling?
And stop drooling. You know, one would think they'd never seen a showgirl before. They are amusing, aren't they, Miss Bell, tonight? You see, I guess they're rather impressed with you, you see. They're putting on a performance, so to speak. Would you like to stay for some kippers?
Thank you very much, Mrs. Seaton, but I have to be running along. I've got to get back to my club. By the way, Mrs. Seaton, if you're ever out in the town, please be my guest at the Jungle nightclub. I know that Mr. Seaton had to go all through college just to get to the bar. But I'll let you in even without a diploma.
Seaton, you're hard. Good night, dear.
Well, it's been delightful, Miss Bell.
Thank you, Mr. Seaton, and I hope you forgive me. I didn't realize what a really wonderful family you have. You are married. If we ever decide to get married again, I know a marvelous lawyer. Bye, sweetie.
Goldie, you did it. I don't know how I'll ever thank you. You know, you revealed a side of my character I didn't know I had. Goldie, you'd make a wonderful wife.
Mr. Seaton, will you please stop? You know something? I feel like a heel. I've been doing a little private eye work, and, well, I found out she has a boyfriend, and he's been pushing her into all of this, and, well, maybe we did a little pushing. We could help her.
What do you mean?
Look, get dressed. I'll explain the whole thing on the way down the elevator. Come on.
What I'm gonna do? Say you haven't had enough? Say you want some more? Well, step right up and I'm good. Well? You remind me of little Liza crossing the ice. What happened? Gimme, what happened?
Oh, Al, you wouldn't have believed it. Such togetherness. 3 lovely children.
So what happened?
Oh, Al.
Huh?
Would you marry me?
Echo that bit again?
Marry me.
Look, Beverly.
Oh, look, Al. Here comes Mr. and Mrs. Seaton now.
It's a marvelous night for a walk with the dogs.
You mean that's Mrs. Seaton?
Uh-huh.
You mean that figure? Your figure? It don't figure.
Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Seaton.
How do you do?
I want you to meet my friend, Al.
It's my pleasure, Albert.
My, what a fine young man, darling.
I was just telling Albert, about what a beautiful family you had. And I was asking him to marry me.
When's the wedding?
Oh, he didn't answer me. I doubt if he ever will.
Gentlemen must wear smoked glasses.
Well, you see it.
Look, young man, don't you see what bliss would be in store for you married to a young lady of such obvious fine caliber?
To tell you the truth, it never really entered my head before.
Nothing ever enters your head.
My dear, tell me, do you think you could make a man out of this so-called clown?
Oh, could I?
Listen, Beverly, take it easy. Look, maybe I'm just not ready for anything permanent.
Perhaps your financial situation is rather, shall we say, precarious.
Perhaps. Mister, you don't know the half.
Well, in that case, here, that should set your affairs in order. I'm buying you out on one condition, that you marry the young lady.
You know something, Beverly? You're beginning to look good to me.
If you don't mind, Al, sweetie, I think I'll watch the cash register from now on.
You know something, Mr. Seaton, sweetie? Looks like we bought ourselves a business. Now, tell me what we're going to do. Say something enough. Say you want some more. Here it comes.
The Betty Hutton Show has been brought to you by Post, the cereals that happen to be just a little bit better.
A little bit better than any other cereal happens to be.
Be sure to see the excitement-packed program, The Twilight Zone, Friday nights